Thanks everybody for joining with me today. Just going to go through, I got several posts I got to do. I got a very busy day. I'm going to swim after this. I got to get ready for a dental appointment, dental cleaning. I got errands to run, and I got a meeting at 7 o'clock tonight. So I'm just not going to be able to probably get to everything today. Probably going to observe, I'm hoping within the next couple days, if the weather continues to hold up. As I look at the forecast really quickly here, it is looking, today's not looking the greatest. We have clouds and stuff. Tomorrow's looking a lot better, and as is Thursday, but tomorrow night's looking pretty good, so I'm probably going to head out tomorrow night. Friday night, iffy. And then next week we're looking great Monday, Tuesday, so I'll be heading out probably back-to-back nights. So probably going to be a little sparse on the site for a little bit just because I'll be doing observing. But bear with me. I'll try to get the stuff up that I've logged in. I'll probably try to span it out. Anyway, this post is on the 2026 Messier Marathon. It's a night under the stars. The Messier Marathon is a tradition. I've done it 3 times. I haven't done it since March of 2012. It's not my favorite cup of tea. Like I said, I've done it successfully 3 times. That's enough. I don't plan on doing it, but some people like to do it, so I'm just doing a post about this. Going to share some quick strategies and ideas with it. Basically, the Messier Marathon is a race against the rotation of the Earth. In late March, mid to late March, the Sun is positioned in a gap in the Messier catalog, making it theoretically possible to see every single object from the Andromeda Galaxy to the M30 globular cluster between dusk and dawn. And this year's really good because we're still a little bit, we're going to hit new moon about 17th, 18th, and you're still later enough in the month to do it. As we continue to progress over the next several years, that new moon is going to shift up higher in March, and the earlier in March, the harder it is because of the position of the sun to get them all. So if you're going to do one, this is a good year to do it. The following list I've made is basically for 40 to 41 degrees North Latitude. You can adjust it as you want based on your location. And I include this sketch from February 18th, 2012. I was using my XX14i at that time, of the Leo triplet, and I do this to share just a quick strategy with you before we get into the heart of the article here. Here I have M66, M65, right? 2 objects. If you know that you can capture 2 or 3 objects or 4, I don't think you really can get 4. Maybe when you're in Virgo you can if you have a wide enough field. And you got to correctly identify them. But if, like here, you can get 65 and 66 down in the right eyepiece, do that because you're not looking for detail. You're just looking to see, boom, I got them, check, next 2 objects, next object, next object. You are moving that fast. That's why I personally don't like this program. That's why I haven't done it for 14 years. It's just too much, too fast for me. I like to enjoy, I like to sketch, I like to really observe what I'm doing. I like some challenging objects. I like some very faint, very challenging objects, and I like some objects that they don't have to be the eye candy, but they're enjoyable to search for and to see. That's how I observe at this point in my life. That's where I'm at. So different strokes for different folks, of course. If you want to do a marathon, I absolutely encourage you to try it one time, but there's some things you need to do. The window for this really depends upon a couple factors. If you're working, are you able to take time off during the week? And you're going to need 2 days to get ready for this. 1 day to rest up, 1 day to do it. If not, are you ready for an all-nighter on a Friday night going into Saturday morning if you've worked all week? Or would Saturday into Sunday morning be best? Because then you rest all night Friday and you can get up Saturday, you can get loaded, you can rest up all day, and then go out and do the marathon that evening. The best window is basically Tuesday, March 17th, which is 17th, 18th. 18th is new moon, so you're heading into new moon, or 18th and 19th, new moon night. You could probably do it through Saturday, March 21st. You are going to have a little bit of a waxing crescent moon there for just a few hours, not even a few hours, for 20-30 minutes in the evening. But it should be sink low enough before you get out of astronomical twilight to do it. The primary night, like I said, Wednesday, March 18th to Thursday, March 19th. That's the night of new moon this month. And that provides ample darkness to do the marathon for the entire night. And then your backup nights, Thursday, the 19th to Friday morning, the 20th. If you're working Friday night into Saturday the 20th and 21st, you could do, if you're up for that. Your fourth choice could be, and it really could be your first choice. These are just options. Saturday night, March 21st into Sunday morning, March 22nd. Here in northern Utah, the sun sets about 7:40 p.m. Astronomical twilight ends at about, from that point to about 9:10 p.m. That's when the real marathon can begin. Ideal spots to succeed. You want a good flat western horizon, and you also need a good clear southeastern horizon for the morning. You don't want, if you're here in Utah or the west, you don't want necessarily some high mountains to the southeast, because some of those objects are going to be low in the morning. For example, here you could go to Lakeside, you could go to Knolls. That's probably a really good place to do it. That's where I've done it. Simpson Springs, or past Simpson Springs with the right horizon. Erickson Pass, not my corral site, but there's an actual Erickson Pass site that I have on my map that is really good because of the horizon and the height you're at. So consider somewhere in the West Desert, border 2 skies, border 3 skies for the best chance. You do not want to do this in suburbia or urban neighborhoods. It's just really hard to see some of these objects, and houses and other things just get in the way. You want to be at a dark site, okay? Between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., and we'll touch on this later in the program, if you follow this plan, there's a lull period between 1 and 2. You can rest during that period if you want. Make sure you set an alarm if you fall asleep, so you make sure you're back up by 2 a.m. You can manage your energy by taking a snack this time, having something to hydrate, maybe a warm drink. You want to use water throughout the night to stay hydrated. It's very important to stay hydrated. So you're going to have to work in probably a couple potty breaks into there, so be aware of that. Make sure you dress warm. I put that in here. March nights in most places in the northern hemisphere are still freezing cold at night. You want to be in layers. You want to have winter clothing on. If you don't, that's going to kill your marathon quicker probably than anything. Okay. The list, here's some tips for it. Start early. Beat your site by no later than 7. Make sure if you're using a Dob, mirror's been cooled and acclimated. You're aligned and you are ready to go. Don't get caught in the Virgo trap. Don't get lost in the Virgo cluster. Use a detailed star chart. I say go-to. Some people use go-to. Officially, you're not supposed to use go-to in a Messier Marathon, but I think we've reached the point in the hobby that enough people do it that I just think you need to note whether or not you do this by finding them all yourselves, which is really the challenge, or if you use go-to to just be able to knock each of the objects off. I think as long as you list how you do it, that's your personal decision to make. But just know traditionally the Messier Marathon has been done by you finding each object yourself in a Telred, your finder, and in your eyepiece. Anyway, make sure in Virgo you have a good map, because it's really easy to misidentify things if you're not used to that galaxy cluster area there, especially Marcane's chain. Manage your energy. Like I said, lull between 1 and 2. Have a snack. Have a thermos of your favorite warm drink. Have plenty of water throughout the night. And it's good to have that warm snack at that time just to warm yourself up, to re-energize yourself a little bit. I'd have a couple protein or energy bars with you to snack on during the night as you're doing this as well. Use binoculars. Some objects like the Pleiades and Andromeda M31 actually look better in 10 by 50 binoculars than a high power scope. And usually you can get, like with Andromeda, you have M31, M32, and M110. There's 3 objects. See if you can get a wide enough field and capture them. Again, just like I showed with 66 and 65 in Leo, you can check a couple objects off really quickly that way. So really have your eyepieces selected. You may want to look at Sky Safari, Stellarium, look at your field of view, and see and plan, and even mark on here on the list if you download it or get a Google Doc copy of it, or the PDF, and mark which eyepieces you want to use. Maybe that's an adjustment I'll make. I'm actually gonna just quickly make a note to remind myself to recommended eyepieces. So bear with me one moment. I may update this if I have time. There we go. Sorry. Just wanted to get that note. If I get time, I'll try to update that into the chart. Uh, let's see. Here's the proposed order. I've listed them. I've just made copies from the Google Sheet here, the Google Doc that I've put into here. So you can see it. It's in order, and it tells you what the object is, the location. I do not put the RA or anything in. Maybe I need to include that. I had that on one chart, so I may put the RA and the declination in. That way, if you have setting circles, you could use that to help you as well. But anyway, here's a link to the Google Doc. You can go to File, make a copy, get an online copy for yourself, and then the PDF is attached. I'll try to make some adjustments and add those in. If I do, it will show up here in the Google Doc and in the PDF. I'll re-upload those. I probably won't redo the image. So if you do this, good luck to you. Make sure you're prepared for it, and probably I recommend doing it with one or two other people that are doing it. The more the merrier. That way it just you can be searching and stuff and looking at objects and still having conversations, and sometimes those, especially later in the morning, those conversations really help you to stay awake. Do not drive if you're so tired at the end of this that you're a danger to people. If you need to take a nap in the car, take a nap in the car. Have a sleeping bag, a nice warm bag or something that you can be prepared to do that. Do not drive drowsy, okay? Anyway, hope this helps. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me. And if you're looking at this on YouTube, you can go to Easy Astronomy or on my blog and get the link to the doc or to the PDF over there. Thanks for joining me. We'll catch you next time.